Yo, what's up, y'all? It's your boy, Ogechi Aghaji, aka Oaghaji, and I'm back with another video. This was going to be a review, but I decided to put it on hold for a little bit because I want to do this quick little rant. Because as y'all already know, that I've been keeping the culture war stuff to a minimum because I got culture war fatigue. You know what I'm saying, and all this other shit. And besides, not to mention, it's like I'm mostly over it at this point. But I want to do this one because I got to get this off my chest. And today's rant is going to be on the Eric July, aka YoungRippa59 Hate Train, and why this shit is stupid. You know what I'm saying? First, I'm just say this right off the bat. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing to not like Young Rippa59 and his Rippaverse comic book, and that's fine. That's your business, right? But for y'all to go overboard about it and to act like assholes about it, especially towards cats that support his Rippaverse comic books and all this other stuff, is ridiculous. It's a problem. You know what I'm saying? It is. And the fact that a lot of these cats that jump on the hate train, they have nothing else going for themselves. Let's keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? The reason why I respect Young Ripper 59 is because he's basically doing what a lot of the anti-woke content creators should be doing, which is creating alternative entertainment. So in other words, in order to change the culture is to become the culture, right? He's doing that. This is what a lot of the anti-woke content creators like Nerdrotic, Hill versus Babyface, Kaida, and all these other cats need to, and Smash T should be doing. I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm not trying to put cats on blast, but I gotta keep it 100 with y'all, like I usually do. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying this to throw shade on them and to hate on them, but I'm just keeping it 100. Sometimes you gotta present some honest, harsh criticisms. My harsh critiques are ready for everyone, y'all. So anyway, let's get back on to the topic at hand. So again, he's basically doing what a lot of the anti-woke content creators should be doing. You know what I'm saying? And just to change the culture is to become the culture. In my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I know that Critical Drinker has his books, and I know that Maul and them, they helping him, Young Ripper out with his Ripperverse, but, to me, they need to do more than just that and just create some alternative independent entertainment and not just rant and rave about the forced diversity stuff, aka the woke stuff all the time. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, um, a lot of these cats like Ethan Van Sciver, Dax Herrera, aka Dick Masterson, and Vito, they decide to hate on Young Ripper 59 because they are jealous. They're jealous, especially in the case of Ethan Van Sciver and Vito. You know, Vito and Ethan are more jealous of Young Ripper 59 than Dex Herrera, aka Dick Masterson is. You know what I'm saying? It says Vito just dragged uh, Dax into it because, of course, he did because he's chicken shit. But anyway, they're just doing it out of pure jealousy. They're jealous that Young Ripper 59 is getting all the success. You know what I'm saying? Vito want to basically accuse Young Ripper 59 of creating his Rippaverse comic books just to pander to the anti-woke crowd and all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? Which is complete cap. You know what I'm saying? That's a complete lie. He's just saying this out of pure of jealousy and envy. That's literally what it is. And he tried to troll his way onto Young Ripper 59's for Kansas State podcast and to shill his comic book that will never come out, which is super killer, just like his homeboy Dick Masterson did with it when he trolled his way onto the Dr. Phil show, so he can shill his most likely mediocre ass book, Why Men Are Better Than Women. But Vito isn't smart, like isn't really clever like that. You know what I'm saying? So, and Young Ripper found it out so quickly that he muted Vito every time he tried to chill, which was good on Ripper's part. Anyway, and when that didn't work, when he decided, you know what, let me drag my nigga Dax Herrera, aka Dick Masterson, into my one-sided beef so I can get somewhere. But unfortunately, that didn't work out. You know what I'm saying? And they keep trying this, you know, and with the whole charity thing, trying to ruin his business while also bringing in uh, Dick's producer, Riley, as well as Riley's girlfriend, Mint Sal, into this. With Riley decided to become Young Clipper 6ix9ine. And unfortunately, again, that didn't work out at all. So, and basically, with Riley, he tried to harass Young Ripper and his employees and all this other stuff, and he got arrested for it. And Dick was coping and seething about that, like the bitch that he is, because let's be real, he is. So, make a long story short, Vito and Dick, they tried to destroy Young Ripper 59's business, but they failed miserably, which is hilarious, by the way. And again, this is all because Vito was a jealous ass nigga. And Ethan Van Sciver is jealous of Young Ripper 59 because Young Ripper 59 got his comic books on time and is actually running an actual business. You know what I'm saying? And Ethan Van Sciver hates that. So he decides to team up with Dick and Vito, as well as Riley and Mint Salad, along with Katie Did, you know what I'm saying? And all his other niggas. And guess what? It's not working out for Ethan at all. And a lot of his glazers, like Katie Did and Ruby King, Frog Tony, and all those other cats, the reason why they decided to jump on the hate train of Young I'm getting tongue tied. They're jumping on the Young Ripper 59 hate train because they got nothing going for themselves at all. So, and that's basically what it is with Ethan Van Sciver as well as Vito. Is that they're mad because Young Ripper 59 is getting all this success, and they ain't liking that, so they want to stoop them to their level so they can feel good about themselves, which is pathetic on some real hood shit. You feel me? It is. And the fact that they're glazers, especially Ethan's glazers like Katie Did, and all these other cats are doing this, is just sad. And the fact, and you know what I'm saying, especially for the fact that Comicsgate, you know, at the time, they didn't really care too much of creating actual quality indie entertainment. They just wanted to pander, right? And speaking of which, there's Richard C. Meyer, aka Diversity in Comics, aka Diversity and Comics, aka your boy Zach. He decided to jump on the Young Ripper 59 hate train because he got nothing else going for himself. And here's the thing. He doesn't have any reason at all to hate on Young Ripper 59 at all. And you know what I'm saying? At least with Vito and Ethan, they're hating on Young Ripper 59 because of pure jealousy. You know, he but with Richard C. Meyer, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But he decided to do it anyway because reasons. And you come to find out that he does have some jealousy in him. You know what I'm saying? Making these false claims that Young Ripper 59 is just creating the whole Ripperverse thing just to pander to the anti-woke crowd, which is funny because, excuse me, he did the exact same thing with his Jawbreakers comic book. He didn't talk about the quality of the book or the quality of the story and the characters and all the other important stuff in a comic book. No, he did it just to pander to the anti-woke crowd. Did y'all really think that these niggas within the anti-woke crowd at the time really care about his knockoff of G.I. Joe. You know what I'm saying? No. They just support him and to spite the left wing and feminist extremists and fundamentalists, aka the woke crowd. That's all that it was. And now he's now coping and seething, all because Young Ripper 59 is getting all this success, which is sad. And you know what? And it didn't just start with just Young Ripper 59. No, he decided to crash out and burn his whole channel and all whatnot and all this stuff to the ground, all because he thought that some of his fellow anti-woke content creators like Nerdrotic and Critical Drinker thought that Furiosa was woke DEI and garbage when it's not the case. They actually enjoyed the film, you know what I'm saying? But he didn't want to hear all that. So he decided to become this bad faith uh, content creator and all that. You know what I'm saying? And the worst part is he still does some anti woke content, but he lacks that self awareness, which is crazy. Shit, and you know what this Young Ripper 59 Hate Train reminds me of? It's reminded me of the Kendrick Lamar hate train. You got niggas that are hating on Kendrick Lamar because of the success that he's gaining through all the hard work and dedication that he put in his craft. You know what I'm saying? And he's getting all these accolades because of it. It's the same thing with Young Ripper 59. Cats are hating on him for the same thing. It's the same thing with cats that jumped on the Eminem hate train. This is the same reason why people jumped on the Corn hate train. That's the reason why some people cats jumped on the Metallica hate train. That's the same reason why cats jumped on the Pantera hate train. It's the same reason why cats jumped on the Limp Bizkit hate train. It's the same reason cats jumped on the Linkin Park hate train. You know what I'm saying? They're hating on these successful cats because they made something for themselves. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. Yeah, yeah, like I said, the Young Ripper 59 hate train is very similar to the hate train on Kendrick Lamar, Eminem, Glorilla, and Limp Bizkit, Metallica, and Korn, you know what I'm saying? And even Megadeth and System of a Down. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. They're hating on these cats for being successful through all the hard work that they put in. It's ridiculous. So yeah, overall, this whole Young Ripper 59 hate train it's pathetic and stupid. You know what I'm saying? And the fact and to Ethan Van Sciver, Richard C. Meyer, aka Diversity in Comics, aka your boy Zach, Shane Davis, and all those other new Comics Gate cats that basically ruined Comics Gate, just like how these same type of cats ruined Gamergate, that destroyed Gamergate and ruined its reputation. Y'all need to chill out. Y'all need to grow the fuck up. Instead of hating on Young Ripper 59, how about y'all create some actual comic books and also release those comic books on time? Ethan, Shane Davis, Richard C. Meyer. You feel me? And it's y'all need to chill out, especially Tatarozu too. You know what I'm saying? But no, I've already said what I need to say about him. Let's scratch that. But anyway, yeah, the Young Ripper 59 hate train, like I said, is stupid and ridiculous. It's I don't know what else to say, but it's stupid and ridiculous. It's like the people that are jumping on it, they got nothing going for themselves, and they're insecure as hell. And they need to stop it for real. Hopefully, y'all enjoy this little rant. You know what I'm saying? I just want to get this off my chest. I might talk about this again in the future. Who knows? But right now, I want to focus on, my reviews and impressions videos and all this other stuff that I like to talk about. especially since I also want to talk about some sports stuff that I enjoy, especially like international basketball. I also want to rap battles and all the other stuff that I want to talk about. You feel me? So, just basically the fun shit. You get me? So, yeah, that's all I gotta say for right now. With all that being said, this is your boy Ogechi Aghaji, aka Oaghaji, signing out. Peace.